Patriotism, defined as love of, loyalty to, or zealous support of one's own country. It's an emotion rooted in love and respect and obligation. You feel it when you see our national banner waving in the breeze or as a color guard marches by. Patriotism is a personal emotion, and the Carolinas Freedom Foundation was formed to instill and perpetuate this wonderful sense of pride and service. The foundation was the brainchild of a warrior who had carried the torch of patriotism and love of country deep in his soul all of his life. Quincy Collins was born on the 4th of July in Winnsboro, South Carolina, raised in Concord, North Carolina, surely destined to be a patriot. He graduated from the Citadel in 1953 and entered the U.S. Air Force with a goal of becoming the world's greatest fighter pilot. But as he says, how embarrassing it was to have my F-105 shot out of the sky near Hanoi on September 2nd, 1965, and be captured. While his 3 sons waited at home, Quincy was a guest in the Hanoi Hilton, one of the longest-held prisoners of war in American history. After 7.5 years of captivity, Quincy Collins was released. He came home to his sons. A hero's welcome in Concord and a new conviction about what is important and what responsibility we have to our country and the men and women who fight for us. His experience inbred in him a greater meaning of the word freedom, and since that time his mantra became, freedom is not free. 15 years ago, Quincy became concerned that there was no organization in Charlotte that had as its mission to promote patriotism or honor those who serve. For example, he noted that it was the veterans who sponsored the parade to honor themselves. With the help of Mayor Richard Vinroot and former Mayor John Belk, the Carolinas Freedom Foundation was formed. Today, the foundation has become the go-to organization in the community, where paying tribute to veterans and active duty troops as well as matters relating to patriotism are concerned. Over the years, Quincy has remained the driving force of that foundation. From its inception, the foundation knew that Veterans Day parades had to be a mission priority. In partnership with U.S. Airways, over 2,000 participants are invited to march and to say thank you to the men and women who've helped preserve the freedom we enjoy today. Certainly one of the finest patriotic events in the area is the Freedom Breakfast, also sponsored by U.S. Airways. Each year, 600 veterans, table sponsors, and guests gather to honor those who serve. Although the program primarily recognizes the service of our veterans and current members of our armed forces, it also serves as the background for the Foundation's most prestigious honor, the Freedom Award. Past winners include former Mayor John Belk, General Hugh Shelton, the Congressional Medal of Honor Society, and the USO. The breakfast offers many different facets, including patriotic music, the swearing in of new citizens, and other activities that give you a patriotic charge and make you proud all over again to be an American. On Veterans Day, a solemn wreath-laying ceremony is conducted at the square to honor veterans of all wars who have died defending America. The board of the foundation discovered early on that our youth had to be a top priority if it was to make the kind of patriotic and educational impact required to fulfill its mission. Today, almost every activity or event has a youth element to it. Of particular note is the Shelton Leadership Challenge, where 30 juniors and seniors are awarded scholarships to this 5.5-day course. It becomes a life-changing experience for those who attend. It's a very unique concept which is unprecedented in the field of leadership training. Out of sight, out of mind. That's the basis for CFF's flags in the classroom program. With corporate-sponsored General Dynamics underwriting the project, CFF surveys area schools to determine their specific needs, then satisfies those requirements, be they classroom or outside all-weather school flags. Another solely youth-oriented program is the Patriotic Art Contest, designed to give every student who desires the opportunity to express through art his or her feelings, passions, understanding of the meaning of freedom and liberty. What would you do to recognize the group of high school students who have the fewest disciplinary problems and at the same time have a graduation rate of 98%? Well, each April, the Carolinas Freedom Foundation, under the sponsorship of AT&T, presents the AT&T Cadet Achievement Awards event. There are over 3,000 student cadets in the school system who participate in the JROTC, the Junior ROTC program, not to learn how to be soldiers, but more importantly, how to become leaders in their schools and in their communities. Pageantry and ceremony, medals and trophies, all are involved in recognizing individual excellence in academics, in citizenship, and leadership. This year, cadets in the program will receive over $10 million in scholarships. This is truly an impact program. The Carolinas Freedom Foundation is proud to take the lead in supporting patriotism in all forms in our community. We honor our warriors and all who put service to their community and country first. We believe there's no higher calling. It's our privilege, always, to recognize and honor that service and that love of our country.